Fallout.
Yeah.
New Fallout game was announced this week. Fallout 76. What a weird world. Reiner, you seem captivated by that live stream.
Yeah, I could not take my eyes off the 24-hour bobblehead-a-thon. I don't know what you want to call that. But man, they were getting close to like Devolver press conference territory. If they would have announced it was like a remaster of Fallout 3 for Switch,
people would have rioted.
Yeah, the internet would be on fire right now. Like literally on fire.
Or Fallout Shelter 2.
Yeah. Right. Well, I guess I kind of enjoyed it, but still. But yeah, it was just like a live stream that was filming a monitor with like the please stand by thing and the bobblehead. And only for like 24 hours, and they announced Fallout 76.
Yeah, so it's a new Fallout game from what we could tell. But not new enough or similar enough, maybe is a better word, to say it's Fallout 5. So I think the 76 is implying it's going to be a different type of experience. And there's a bunch of rumors flying around that it's going to be some kind of like continued online experience. Kotaku out there, Jason Schreier, has some sources saying that it's maybe in line with something like Rust.
Which is very odd. And he said that it started out, this is in the Kotaku piece as well, that it started out as like multiplayer testing for Fallout 4. And then eventually transitioned to like, let's make it its own game. But from that teaser trailer, no hint of any of that. The teaser trailer is just kind of environment shots showing this Vault 76.
There are some hints,
they
actually.
have the trophies. You know, if you look closely at the trophies, there's one for like surviving out in the crazy nuclear wasteland alone. There was one for like eating something and surviving. You know, like
eating a radiated fruit or something and surviving.
So the lore that we know about Vault 76, based on Fallout 3 and 4, is that it was a vault that was opened 20 years after the nukes dropped. So it was one of the first ones before there were settlements.
Okay.
So it definitely kind of fits in that space of like if you want to do a more survival experience. And we know that Bethesda likes that. You know, obviously New Vegas had their mode, and then in Fallout 4 they had the survive mode. So it kind of fits with stuff they've already toyed with in the world.
That's interesting. Yeah. So on the computer, I believe it says it takes place in 2102, or that's the date on the computer at least. And so according to Wikipedia, you know, the nuclear holocaust happens in 2077. So trying to figure out that time was still a little bit confusing.
25 years?
Yeah. So how do you think this works? You start in Vault 76, then you go out.
Whoa,
and then you
start in a vault?
Yeah. Hear me out, though. Hear me out. You go out, compete with other players, get trophies, and then bring them back down? Or is that just a cheeky nod and you're not actually going to be like building out Vault 76?
I wonder if it's like, if those trophies really are a part of the experience where it is like a set amount of time you're out there and then they kind of reward players at the end of it.
Yeah.
I don't think people would like that from Fallout. I think that seems like a big departure from what those games have been in the past. And that trailer definitely teases more of the same.
That's the thing. I wonder how many people are going to be burned when they show more in theory at E3, and if they learn that like it's multiplayer focused. Because I feel like there's those Bethesda fans where that's just that you can't even mention that. That's the kryptonite, you know. And people were talking about maybe Elder Scrolls Online would be followed up by a Fallout Online. It seemed like people weren't even really into that idea.
Yeah.
But if they can kind of tiptoe in that direction by just having a few other players and kind of like a Rust type environment, maybe it'd be cool.
If you could deliver a full Fallout experience with quests and all that stuff, and then have other people with you, like building your settlement, I'm 100% on board with that.
Wait a minute. I just realized, if this is a multiplayer environment, how are VATs going to work?
Maybe VATs take a break.
Oh, people aren't going to like that. Maybe the tech isn't around yet. Or I guess it would be, but that's confusing.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe we're all wrong.
Also,
maybe it's just a new Fallout side story.
Could be,
like New Vegas.
But I doubt it. Yeah. So what they said that they were proud in the tweets and whatnot coming from Bethesda. Like, this is a Bethesda Game Studios game. This is Todd Howard as hell. And it's like, well, wait a minute.
Yeah, they have a lot of studios under that umbrella now.
Yeah, exactly. And so they opened a Montreal studio a while back that officially is labeled Bethesda Game Studios as well. And then the Battlecry studio was converted, and that became Bethesda Game Studios. And according to the Kotaku piece, that's the studio that's kind of spearheading this effort.
Which would make sense if it's going online, because what they were doing was more in the online space, right?
Right. And that is a studio that's, I think, right on top of Arcane Austin. It's like one floor up, which is kind of fun that they're all right next to each other now and whatnot.
I could see that. I mean, Todd maybe is the visionary behind the whole project. And he's just overseeing that. You know, there's the rumored game Starfield, which is a new IP, which I really, really want him to do.
Oh, yeah.
A new IP, like take a break from these series he's been working on forever. And then obviously he told Keighley, I think at last year's E3 Coliseum, that after two big projects, we know what one of them is now, 76, that then they'll revisit Elder Scrolls. So that will be like the third game. What is the timing on that? 5 years from now?
Probably.
6 years from now?
I mean, with all the manpower, maybe they can speed it up a little bit.
Yeah, maybe
all
with
those
3 studios.
Yeah, who knows? Do you think Obsidian heard about this announcement and just like punched through their hat like Ross Perot?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, because they were rumored to be working on
The New Orleans one, right?
yeah.
Oh, really? What is this one? I haven't heard about this.
That was an old rumor that they were working on a Fallout New Orleans, and that kind of got shuttered and they went another direction and started Pillars.
Oh, I thought that was the Xbox game, like the launch game for Xbox One that got canceled too. But it's Obsidian's history is a jumbled mess.
Yeah.
It's always super
They certainly
confusing.
have worked with more people and done more things and stopped working on more things than most studios.
They've seen a lot of the industry, yeah. But Fallout 76 in theory, more 83, that should be exciting.
Yeah, that's got to be the big push, right? Rage and Fallout.
That's
but Pete
good.
Hines did
Yeah.
tweet that they have more games than they've ever had.
Well,
So-
the Prey, that they're gonna. It sounds like there's a Prey
Yeah, the
expansion.
Moon.
That's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
the weird moon teases and stuff.
What else could they have?
Some mobile game.
yeah,
I'm
more
sure
of their
there's-
card
Starfield,
game,
yeah.
more from ESO.
Yep.
All
I
right,
know.
that's exciting enough.
Fallout Shelter 2, whatever. I don't know.
Keep laying it on. Do you think Starfield's going to be a mobile game, like some rumors suggest?
I hope not.
Yeah.
I hope it's a big AAA Todd Howard production.
If it is, maybe
New
it
IP.
means Elder Scrolls will come up quicker, though. You never quite know.
I'd rather have Starfield than Elder Scrolls.
Really?
Spent a lot of time in those woods.
That's true.
I tell ya.
That was just a clip from a larger show called The Game Informer Show. You can find it on iTunes, Google Play, or GameInformer.com. We take the fun opportunities and exclusive information from Game Informer magazine and boil it into a show that airs every Thursday with exclusive cover story information, developer interviews, a lot of fun stuff. So come love games with us.